Hello, everyone. This is Simon from Nice Game, from the Nice Game Bunker in Bonn, and I am here today for you with a little sneak preview for our upcoming Kickstarter game, Game of the Year, a board game about making video games. Here we are in the tabletop simulator. So Game of the Year is a game that can be played solo or cooperatively or competitively for 1 to 4 players. You start by founding your own game company. And in this case, I just randomly drew fan-based gamers, and we're going to call it OG Content Productions. And since this is round 1, we are going to draw 3 rival games. Cthulhu. And so that could be my first action to say, well, all right, this is going to give me another star. So I could make a 3D shooter, take on Suboptimal Andrew. And so this is a very important choice. Suboptimal Andrew is the easiest one to take on of these. So yeah, let's do that. Let's make a 3D shooter. So I'm going to just place this here in my slot. I think I will try and do tactical choices. And then I'm going to get this survival mode story element. Oh, wow, that's a very kind of boring game that I made. We've completed our game plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hire for $2 this gameplay expert because it's a pretty cool token. Now, I mean a 3D shooter with a Cthulhu theme, tactical choices, and survival mode. I mean, I'm sure that already exists. This is Cthulhu, like you're playing Cthulhu. Maybe that's an angle that we can consider. We're going to call that one I Am Cthulhu. So I Am Cthulhu is a 3D shooter with tactical choices, survival mode, and a Cthulhu theme. With that, we move to development phase 1. We roll the dice. I'm going to have to implement all of the resources that I create, and I have to fill the slots from left to right. Now, luckily, I got this gameplay specialist hired, as this one allows me to flip it and then fill all available leftmost open gameplay spaces with a star. Now I have unlocked this space. Now I can fill this. And this one actually also matches. So I managed to make a perfect implementation of the Cthulhu theme. Scary and disgusting enough, but not too scary. And so that was a very nice first round. You can see that this can go very quick, so that I'm going to use the engine to fill this space. I think I'm going to take the risk and try to complete the survival mode implementation. It would be really good to beat Suboptimal Andrew. Place this here, then I can actually, and then fix 2 bugs. This is now much improved. I Am Cthulhu is completed, and I think it's a pretty decent game. And you will have a totally clear understanding of how this works. We have finished everything, so everything stays. We're going to apply all of these card effects. We have 1 additional star for Cthulhu and 1 additional star for the tactical choices, $2 because our game has a story element. And as I have a fan base of gamers who are very appreciative of my Cthulhu theme, my gameplay element here gains 1 additional star because there's no bugs to remove. A pretty amazing game. It is a 9-star game. So I'm just going to enter that on my release schedule here. And it defeats Suboptimal Andrew by 4 stars, which means I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4 hype, which unlocks an additional feature slot. I'm going to gain 1 more dollar in sales, and I'm going to gain 1 tech token, and I'm going to gain a reward card. So finding the right one can be crucial. Some of them are basic, some of them are epic, and there's even some legendary ones. That's another special ability that I'll have from now on. Each completed count with no bugs or tech gains 1 star. Maybe to just finish up the round, I'm going to collect all my sales, and that was, I think, $3. I'm going to pay my running cost, and then I would be ready for the next round. We would make 2 more games. In the second round, we would be looking at quite a bit more difficult games. And finally, in the third round, we would be taking on these really powerful and really difficult titles. After the Game of the Year ceremony award additional points for the game with most stars and additional points for the game with most sales, and then calculate a total score from that. It's like one of the reasons that we're doing the Kickstarter is we want to get the input. So yeah, if all of that looked kind of interesting to you, then we would be very grateful if you would consider checking out the Kickstarter page, checking out the content that we have, and supporting us on there. Thanks a lot for your attention. See you next time, and take care.